are talking about lenses. Now, in this particular context, I am talking of lens. There are different lenses. Here, we are focusing on this lens, which is called as convex lens. I am showing it from side angle. This is called as convex lens. Whereas from side, if I am showing, this is called as concave lens. Try to recollect the word cavity. So concave, the surface is like cave. We have to call this as concave lens. So there is concave lens and convex lens. Practically varieties are available. Say for example, this is also a convex lens only, but this is single convex lens, whereas this is called as double convex lens. Same way, you may say this is single concave lens, whereas this is double concave lens. Then convexo concave. One side is convex, one side is concave. So like that. But forget of that. Now we are focusing mainly on these two lenses. This is called as convex, this is called as concave. Or more precise, I should say this is double convex lens, this is double concave lens. Now, just try to correlate this shape. If you observe from side, this is appearing something triangle. So it is, broadly speaking, I can say it is consisting of two prisms. Actually not, but from side way it appear like this, that two prisms are here. Same way, try to correlate this shape with this triangle. We may say there are also two prisms. Here they are joining towards base, here these prisms are joining towards apex. Now find out, if radiation is coming in this direction, prism will pass out radiation in this. Whereas here, if radiation is coming in this direction, prism will pass out in this. So, you are getting same result in this case. So here, on passing through lens, radiations are going to unite. Whereas here, on passing through this, radiations are going to away from each other. And that is the thing of lens, that double convex lens will unite all radiation together, whereas double concave lens will reflect. Let us focus on double concave lens first. Double convex lens first. Now while discussing this thing, what is my recommendation? That you should have pencil and compass box with you. Reason is that if you are drawing accurately, then only you are getting best result. Otherwise the results are not perfect. Now I am a very weak in drawing, as well as I don't have equipment to draw this. So here I am getting just approximate, giving you idea. So this is our double convex lens. This is principal axis. So this line, whatever I am drawing, this is called as principal axis. Principal axis here is the line where light without refraction is passed out. Obviously you may say here angle is 90 degree on this surface, so no refraction is possible. Now if incident radiation is in this direction, then it is parallel to principal axis initially. Then you will find that after crossing lens, it is uniting somewhere. It is mixing, intersecting principal axis at this point. Suppose radiation is traveling in this direction, same direction means on passing it will unite on this particular point only. So every radiation, if you check out, which is passing parallel to principal axis, that is appearing to be unite at one point, that point we are calling as focus of the lens. This is center of lens. I am denoting with point P. Distance between this P and F is called as focal length of the lens. Now, only whatever the required we are discussing, not exactly entire properties of lens we are discussing here. So, here I am getting focus, that is the most important part of lens. You must have played if you have convex lens. It is available in market, even stationery shops also it is available. You can just check out that make focus of this lens, sunlight on particular object, say usually paper, newspaper, that category of paper. It will start burning immediately. The reason is that sun rays are already carrying out tremendous energy, and that all energy is focused at this one point, and therefore if it is absorbed by substance, then it is converted into heat. If it is reflected back, then alright, but if it is absorbed, then absorbed means to greater extent, then it is converted into heat and temperature rises above certain temperature, that is starting out combustion, burning, or simply in chemical language it is what we are giving energy, that is energy of excitation. So reaction will start. So here this is double convex lens where we are getting the principal axis here, then focus, then there is a point P. If radiation is traveling anyway through P, it is remaining undeflected. Now radiation is traveling parallel to principal axis, it is uniting at focus. But if radiation, say reverse case I should consider, radiation arising from focus of lens on passing through lens will move parallel to principal axis. These are basic laws of this double convex lens. Now in case of concave lens, structure is exactly reverse. In case of convex lens, this light appear to be moved in this direction, and so we have to consider a point by joining these lines, and this point should be considered as focus of convex lens, double convex lens. So this way, double convex lens is not able to unite all radiation together, but it diversifies. Both are having different application. Say for example, in case of focus lamp, I have to make a brighter focus, I must use convex lens. But I have to spread light, disperse light in direction, then I should use concave lens, so that light will scatter in all direction. That is the way use of these lenses. Well, now you are aware of certain properties of light, particularly we discuss in case of refraction, reflection. Now we discuss something about lenses also. Now we are focusing on another topic, that by knowing certain facts, why we have to study from this basic level. The reason is that simple thing, that in order to get knowledge, say for example I want to produce microscope, I am saying, or telescope. In case of telescope, I will say the objective lens must be of greater diameter and less power, and eyepiece should be of smaller diameter and should have greater power. But you may ask question, what is power? What is objective lens? What is eyepiece? So like that questions may be there. In order to avoid that, we are making first base clear and moving further. Now we are talking of power of lens. You are aware of now what is focus. What is focal length? The power of lens is associated with focal length of lens. The power of lens, that is equal to 1 by focal length. But focal length must be given in terms of meters. Then that is called as power of lens. So power of lens equal to 1 by focal length, but focal length must be given in the meter unit. Then this power of lens is having unit as diopter. So here I may say that focal length reciprocal, that is the power of lens, but reciprocal should be in terms of meter. In order to understand this concept, you may solve one sum. Just find out if focal length is 25 centimeter, what is the power of lens? So we have data that focal length, that is 25 centimeter. You are aware that I should convert centimeters into meters. So 25 into 10 to the minus 2 meter. Now focal length is in terms of meter, then power, that is equal to 1 by 25 into 10 raised to minus 2. Unit is in terms of diopter. Now here it's very clear that 10 raised to minus 2 I can take at numerator as 10 raised to 2. 10 raised to 2, that is equal to 100. 100 upon 25. So answer goes as 4. Unit diopter. So this way we can calculate power of lens. Now question is that if this is the power of lens, where we are going to use? It's a simple consideration. The lens is more powerful as focal length is less, and less powerful focal length is more. Now these are about all fundamental about this light.